Hello everyone, and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for June 17th to the 24th. I invite you to close your eyes now. Let's take 3 deep breaths together and get into sync for the reading this week. I encourage you to visualize a tree root coming down out of the base of your spine, anchoring you deep into Mother Earth, knowing that that tree root is not only grounding you here in the present moment, but it is a conduit through which anything that no longer serves you can easily pass down into Mother Earth and become compost for new growth. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I'm here with all of your children, present and in the future, for the reading of this week, June 17th to 24th, 2022. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information that we most need to receive right now, and to provide that in a manner that we will easily and effortlessly hear, understand, and integrate for our personal and collective highest and greatest good. I call upon my higher self and the higher selves of all those listening now and in the future to be present and facilitate this exchange, as well as an overlighting angel of communication. I ask that this reading be for our collective highest and greatest good, that it support us in all that we need to know right now for this week, so that we can rise and become all that we are here to be. And I ask also that this reading cover what is in uppermost in our hearts and minds at this time to our satisfaction. I'd also like to invite the 4 archangels to come and hold the 4 directions around us, creating a sacred container of light, of love, of wisdom, of beauty, of transformation, of healing, of whatever it is in our hearts that we most desire. May it be brought to us and infused in us with this reading this week. I invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the south, Gabriel to hold the west, and Uriel to hold the north. Thank you for coming. Anything that doesn't match these frequencies is welcome to go now. Let's get going, shall we? Okay. I am enjoying this season. The roses are out or starting, which is always a favorite time of year. I hope where you are, there is beauty to uplift your soul and to keep you focused on the good and the gratitude and appreciation for all that we're blessed with. All right, Creator, what is it that we most need to know this week for our personal and collective highest and greatest good? What information will serve us best in the work that we are here to do, our contributions that we are here to make from a heartfelt, expansive space? Okay. So, in the recent past, the influence is waning, but it continues into the present, which means that this energy is consistently present and important to pay attention to. This card, fascinating. It has been coming up probably in just about every reading I've done this week. This is the card of pruning. You know me, I love my garden. So the card of force is the name of the Ace of Swords. Swords are about ideas and action. It's the element of air. This is all about the cleaning up of loose threads, of too much stuff, of incomplete things from our past. The Ace of Swords, so, again, coming back to the analogy of pruning, it's about cleaning things up. It's about taking, for example, a neglected shrub that needs attention and cutting away all the dead, diseased, and crossing branches to open it up to air and light circulating so that the plant can thrive. Plants need air and light just like we do. And then once that piece is done, as a gardener, you reassess the plant and then you determine what needs to happen to support the structure of the plant so that it can continue to thrive and be a source of beauty in your garden. So this energy of cleaning up, cleaning and clearing, getting rid of things, maybe ending things that no longer serve you, relationships, things that you were into at one point that you're not anymore, and maybe moving the materials related to that out of your life. Cleaning things up so that you're nimble, so that your attention and your focus is not too scattered, that you can bring it back to a central place and you can live more congruently. It's all about freeing up our energy, freeing up our bandwidth for the things that are more important to us or most important to us, and letting go of those things that aren't. We tend to distract ourselves and be in that state of maybe not doing what we need to do to keep our lives clean and clear and flowing more effortlessly. But a little bit of effort makes a big difference. And maybe this is a closet you've been avoiding, or the junk drawer, or taxes, or something else like this. Whatever it is that's in your field that needs your attention, the card is just reminding you to clean it up, because it'll give you more energy. You won't be dragging all that stuff from your past or all that extra baggage with you into your present and into your future. The more stuff we have, the more it needs to be maintained and taken care of. And that all takes time and energy and resources. And so simplifying can be very supportive, but simplifying according to us, according to our own discernment of what is most appropriate for us. No one else can tell us what that is. We are the ones who have to do that for ourselves. So there we are, the pruning card. As I said, fascinating to me. It's been coming up all week. I guess this is just what's up for us collectively, personally and collectively. Okay, in the present we have the King of Pentacles. King is the masculine energy of the earth element. Pentacles is the earth element. Very practical, very grounded, not too airy-fairy, not too distracted by, emotions. The King of Pentacles is a very grounded, practical person. The astrological signs that go with the earth element are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. But the earth element is also about the earth. It's about nature. It's about beauty. It's about good nourishment. It's about taking care of ourselves. So this card is sitting in our present environment, and it's really about this coming home to where we are right now, which is a theme that is ongoing and will continue to be ongoing as humanity evolves. We have to be in our present moment. We can't be in a future. We can't be in the past. We have to be right here, right now, because this is the point of creation. This is our point of power. Everything happens from this now moment. And the King of Pentacles reminds us of that. Come back to the now moment. Be in your power in the now moment. Be practical in the now moment. Enjoy your now moment. Look at the beauty that surrounds you. Fill your heart with gratitude for all the blessings that surround you. That's the energy of the King of Pentacles. It's this very, as I said, very practical. It is what it is. Get her done and enjoy. That's what this is in our present environment. This being here now and allowing ourselves to celebrate and enjoy all that that means. Even if we have work to do, we can enjoy the work. We can do it with a heart of gratitude that we are capable of doing the work, and that this work, once it's done, will feel so good. There will be tremendous satisfaction. But maybe shifting our perspective a little bit, but always coming back to the now, understanding that this is where we're creating from. And what do we want? What do we want for the earth? Of course, also the kings and queens represent the maturation of their suit, and they're also very good at facilitating good in the world and experiences of others. I believe that if we're in our present moment, living authentically and truthfully in our now, following our yes, we naturally have our eyes open and can see and affirm and draw out the best from those around us, and maybe even facilitate in their experience a little bit. We can't create in someone else's experience, but we can facilitate their creation. And the King and Queen of Pentacles are really good at seeing the potential in others and drawing it forth. So, maybe keep an eye out for how you can be a clearing for somebody else's good this week. The near future, opposition, 7 of Swords. So, there's incoming challenges. Astrologically, I know that July is going to be kind of an interesting time. But we're up for it. We've got what we love close to our heart, protected. She's carrying it with a gloved hand. She's got whatever that precious thing is. She's got it in her gloved hand close to her heart. She's fending off the distractions and the incoming with her bare hands, which is kind of unusual. You'd think she'd want to use the gloved hand for that. But anyway, there's the energy of opposition. And so we need to keep what is important to us and valuable to us safe and secure as we deflect the opposition to what is highest and best in our right and right action and right life for ourselves. So this energy that we're moving into is again, what is important to us, cleaning it up, getting clear about it, coming back to ourselves, grounding that energy in ourselves, being practical, realistic about the stuff piece, and minimizing the distraction around what's important to us. And when we know what's important to us, we are much better equipped to defend it, or to express what is important and to stand for it and take care of it and nurture it and protect it. That's the quality of this card, which is called opposition, but it just means that there is energy coming in that challenges what it is that we hold dear. And so we need to stay clear and strong about what that is, and not be afraid to maybe do something that might seem foolish, like putting our bare hand out to deflect a blade, to take care of that which is important to us. So I'll leave that for you to percolate on. The foundation card, why we're having the reading this week, what the energy is all about. The Death card, Major Arcana, is the first one this week. And the Death card is the card of dramatic change, of radical change, of things ending and new things beginning, because we have to make room for the new to happen. If we're stuck in an overgrown state and our lives are too full of stuff and relationships that are not healthy or supportive, then there's no room for the healthy, supportive relationships to come in. There's no room for that which we want to come in when our world is full of things that we don't really love or care about. So that's why the pruning is important, because this energy of radical change is in the field, and we need to be nimble. We need to be light. We can adjust and adapt much better when we're not encumbered with too much stuff, psychically, physically, mentally, and emotionally. We need to clean it all up. And so the Death card is that radical transformation. Of course, the Death card can also mean physical death. You know where you are in your own experience, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. Mostly it means that radical change in life where one door closes and another one opens. And it's like day and night, just that change, that transformation of who one was and who one is becoming. And it's very much the energy of what we're experiencing, individually and collectively. We are all rising in our own ways. Some of us are resisting it. Some of us are going slower than others. It's all perfect. We need to do this our way as individuals, following our heart, following our yes, trusting that inner guidance that we all have access to, the broader, wiser part of us, we all have access to that. Going to that space of clearing of who are we and moving forward in life, valuing what we value, but clearing out what no longer serves and being grateful in the moment for what we have. The theme of gratitude has been up a lot this week as well. The universe loves to send us more to be grateful for. So when our state, our frequency is that of appreciation and gratitude for the little things or the bigger things, it can be the small stuff like this beautiful rose, the fragrance in the air, and these beautiful summer days up here in the Northern Hemisphere, that kind of thing, allowing ourselves to savor and bask in the beauty of nature, of our present moment, of our cherished relationships. That energy creates a set point that we then attract to. It's like that's the vibration that we hold our energy at, and life sends us more that matches that energy and that frequency. So that's why gratitude is such an important piece these days, is because we need to be in appreciation and gratitude for whatever's going on, because it's growing us, it's freeing us, it's enlightening us, it's guiding us to our good. We know what we want when we know what we don't want. This foundation of the Death card is a reminder that everything has served us, everything is serving us, and we are in a time of transformation. The cocoons at the bottom of the Death card are a reminder that death is not the end. Just like for that caterpillar going into the cocoon, it may seem like it's the end, but then that caterpillar emerges transformed, metamorphosis into a butterfly, which can then fly and drink nectar rather than eating the leaves and crawling. So imagine that radical difference. That's what the Death card represents, is that kind of a change between where we were and what we were about and where we're moving towards and who we are becoming. So just being mindful of this energy this week will be very helpful and powerful. Not being fearful, to the best of our ability, staying in our heart, staying in our present moment, staying in appreciation. As I said, this is the summer. Summer in Chinese medicine is the season of the heart. And the emotion that goes with that is joy. So cultivating joy, cultivating that satisfaction, that pleasure, that enjoyment with loved ones, being in nature as much as possible, being grateful for what we have, so that we're really clear about what's important to us going forward. And we can craft our new world and our lives, our new lives, from this authentic, congruent place based on what we care about, what we value, and what we want to carry forward with us. Okay, so from here, let's go to the card to grow on. So Creator, this week, what is the energy that we need to hold within us? The most helpful guidance for us to stay centered and enjoying the bounty and beauty of our lives, wherever we are, whatever that represents, helping us to step into fullness and abundance and joy, moving away from scarcity and lack and restriction and smallness, allowing us to breathe deeply and expand into our beautiful, shiny, radiant, true selves. What do we need to know this week as we move forward in life, engaging with each other? Well, there we go. It's all about cleaning things up. It's all about the pruning. As I said, I just can't believe how much this card has shown up this week. And clearly, because it's twice today in this reading, it's very important for us to be mindful of this cleaning up energy, this pruning, this getting things done. And I'm speaking to myself as well as to you. I have many things I need to clean up. So once again, this week, moving forward, how can you clean up your life? What can you release? What can you cut away from your day in, day out experience? What can you release that is draining you, that is limiting you, that is dragging you down, that is hindering you from showing up with a grateful, full, appreciative heart in every moment of every day to the best of your ability, loving life, loving all the blessings that surround you, knowing that each of us stepping into that loving, appreciative, heartfelt space is really good for the planet. We're raising the energy not only for ourselves, but for everyone around us. And because we're all connected, humanity is one, we raise the collective consciousness. And of course, as humanity steps into that lovely frequency and vibe, both the planet and other species benefit as well. We're changing, but sometimes we need to prune out that which no longer serves us in order to allow more light and air to circulate in our being so we can grow and thrive and bloom and blossom and come to fruition and contribute our gifts in the world in beautiful ways. So this week, let's get pruning. Good message. So now I invite you to take a nice deep breath with me. Come back to yourself. Come back to your heart. Come back to this beautiful vehicle that is you in this life. Knowing that you are so much more than the little physical beingness, this animated meat suit, as my friend likes to call it. We are more than this. We are a magnificent field of energy that occupies this physical space, the space between the cells, and the field that extends out from the human body, based in the heart. We are this incredible field of energy. And the broader, wiser part of us occupies this field with us if we allow it to. We can have more and more of that frequency and energy in the in-between spaces of our body, occupying our field with us quite intentionally by asking for that to happen. And we can cultivate this through meditation, through practices such as yoga and qigong, which are energy building practices, but we can cultivate this energy in our field to have more life, more well-being, more joy, more ease, more flow in our experience. So I invite you now to just breathe that in. Breathe in the love, the light, The air, the inspiration. Taking that energy into our bodies and allowing that which no longer serves us to leave easily on the out-breath. The breath is cleansing, it is healing, it is nourishing. All aspects and functions of our body are serving us perfectly in this moment, healing us and aligning us as we allow more light and love and air to circulate in and around ourselves, easily and effortlessly discerning what we need to prune so we can move forward nimbly, adaptable, joy-filled, and grateful for the adventure of being here on the planet at this time, part of the co-creative thrust of humanity, taking humanity in new directions from our heart, from our love, from our present stance in this moment, co-creating magnificently for our good and for the good of those we love, for the good of humanity, for the good of this planet and all life that thrives here with us. I want to thank you, Creator, for this opportunity of doing this reading. I want to thank all those who helped to hold this space today. I want to thank you for being here, for being part of this incredible adventure and journey. Thank you for sharing your love, your gifts, your appreciation, your gratitude, your joy, and even the hard stuff. It's what makes us come alive. It's what makes us know what we do want. So the hard stuff is part of the journey, but I want to thank you for rising anyway and moving towards your light and your love and sharing that beautifully on the planet at this time. The reading is at an end, my friends. The midsummer reading will be next. I look forward to seeing you again at that reading and again next week. Much love, much light. Enjoy this high summer season and all the good that it holds for us. Lots of love. Bye for now.